guys, it's Mike with Lifetime of Magic, and welcome back to the first episode of 2024. Thank you, everybody that has watched and liked our channel. If you are new here and you have not done so already, please make sure you hit that bell icon for notifications. You subscribe to our channel. You enjoy the content that we put out there because our goal here is to provide fun videos to help you enjoy and plan a magical vacation to either Disney World or any other Disney destination out there. Now, in case you missed our very first episode, a few things here. I am a Disney vacation planner, right? So what does that mean is I help plan magical vacations for clients going to Disney World, Disneyland, Ulani, Disney Cruise Lines, Adventures by Disney, you name it, I plan it when it comes to Disney. Now, the other thing here is in that first video I mentioned, and I am sticking to it, I am not a video editor. So if I mess up or if I stumble on words or whatever the case is, I apologize. I'm just rolling on and we'll have a laugh at it at the end but I want to be able to provide everybody here with fun-filled Disney content. And I want to make sure that these videos are providing you with the right steps and the right tips and tricks to plan a magical vacation. Now, the other thing too is I want to be fair because there are a ton of other YouTubers out there that we watch, right? And we love them. Disney Food Blog, AJ, they do a great job on providing content and tips and tricks on Disney. You have Tim Tracker as well. Like, these are videos that we love and we watch. So after you subscribe to our channel, and if you have not yet, go over to them, subscribe to them. Like, there are a ton of channels out there that are great. We just feel like our channel is going to be fun and something different and unique, but all these channels are great. So please, after you subscribe to us and you watch all our videos, go over to them, subscribe to them, watch their videos, and let's have fun doing and talking Disney. So when it comes to planning your magical vacation, this is going to be the ultimate beginner's guide here. So we're going to do a step-by-step on things you need to know when planning your next or your first Disney vacation to Walt Disney World. So time of year, that's going to be the first thing that we want to talk about here. Time of year. So you want to understand crowd levels and you want to understand the events and festivals that take place here. So when we talk about crowd levels, you want to understand when schools are out, particularly on the East Coast, when there's things obviously like summer break, but when you have things like spring break, winter break, or when the holidays start, if you can understand that, you will save yourself some time and headaches waiting on lines, because us East Coasters, when we have break, we head down to Disney World. So things to consider if you're planning a magical vacation is when do the schools get out, or when do the schools on the East Coast have breaks? That is something that is very important and often overlooked when planning a Disney vacation. Now, if that's the only time of year you can go, that's fine. Like, we'll make it work for you, but if you can avoid that, I would suggest doing that. The other thing is events and festivals. Now, there are multiple events and festivals that take place throughout Disney World throughout the course of the year. You have things like the Halloween Mickey's Not So Scary event that takes place during the months of August, September, and October at Magic Kingdom. You have Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party that takes place in November, December of the winter for Magic Kingdom. You have Jollywood Nights that is at Hollywood Studios. You have marathons. You have festivals at Epcot. There are a ton of things that are constantly going on at Disney World. You want to understand and do your research. And again, if you don't want to do the research, that's fine. Just contact a Disney vacation planner like myself, and we'll walk you through it and we'll help you plan a magical vacation for free. But if you do want to do the research, understand when these events and when these festivals take place, because sometimes the parks will close at a specific time to allow for the special ticketed event to take place. Other times they'll be decorated differently. There's things that go on that you want to know about when you plan your magical vacation as to what's going on at the parks, what's going on at the resorts, what events are taking place at the time of year I am going. So first is crowd, next is events and festivals. So that's going to talk about timing as to when you plan your vacation. The other thing to talk about is resorts. So there are a ton of resorts at Walt Disney World that make an immersive experience, and those are going to be the ones that are on property. Now, my advice here, because there are three different categories of resorts, You have your value, your moderate, and your deluxe, right? Each one of them obviously being at different price points. But the thing you want to consider here is proximity to parks. That's what I tell my clients all the time. If you're looking at resorts, you want to look at proximity to parks and modes of transportation. So there are every resort at Walt Disney World has bus transportation. That's going to be a standard across the board, no matter what level resort you're staying at. But there are other modes of transportation. You have the Disney Skyliner, you have the monorail, and you have the water taxis that take place. If you can find a resort that's in your budget that has that other second mode of transportation, it will make a huge difference getting to and from the parks. So if you can, look at modes of transportation, which is proximity to parks. The other thing that you want to consider when choosing a resort is the amenities that are there. So if you're planning a vacation and you plan on having, let's say, 1 or 2 days of resort time, you want to make sure that the amenities at that resort are going to fill your needs for when you're at that resort. So that could be things like the pool, that could be the gym, that could be restaurants that they offer. Whatever it is that you enjoy doing, you want to make sure that your resort has that. Again, staying within the budget. Each resort has different amenities, different dining experiences, different theming, all things to consider. But the two biggest things are going to be proximity to parks and it's going to be the amenities at the resorts. If you do not want to stay on Disney property, there are other resorts or hotels outside of Walt Disney World. The other one, I would suggest selecting a Good Neighbor resort, and those are going to be hotels that meet a specific Disney standard, right? So if you do not want to stay on Disney property, choose a Good Neighbor resort. I think that will be something that you will thank yourself for at the end of the day. The third thing that you want to consider when planning a magical Disney vacation is going to be dining. Now, there are a ton of restaurants throughout all of Walt Disney World, not only at the parks or at the resorts, but you also have Disney Springs. So two types of dining that take place at Walt Disney World. You have your quick service option, and those are going to be kind of your quick grab and goes, I call them, right? They're going to be like your McDonald's or Burger King, like your fast food where you order at the counter and you get your food and then you find a table, or you could order mobile ordering off your app and then you'll go to the window, you'll pick up your food and then find a table. So those are going to be your quick service. That's what, like, when we say quick service, it's quick. You go to the cash register, you place your order, you wait 5-10 minutes, grab your food and go. Then you have table service, and that's exactly what it sounds like. It's a table service. So you are going to make a reservation at this table. And these are things that we'll talk about at later videos. But you make a reservation at a table service restaurant, and then at a specific time and day, you go there, and then you enjoy your meal. You're ordering off a menu, sitting down, relaxing. And these dining experiences could be anywhere from an hour to 2.5 hours. So it depends on the restaurant, but those are going to be, when we talk about dining, you have quick service and you have table service. Then you also have the snacks that take place in all of Walt Disney World, and there are a ton of them. And we'll get to all those in a different video. But when it comes to dining, remember, quick service is going to be quick. You're going to find the table. Table service is going to be a little bit lengthier. You're going to sit down and enjoy the meal. And snacks, you can grab and go and walk around the park as you please. So that's going to cover the dining side of it, right? When we talk about Walt Disney World, the last part of planning a magical vacation. So we talked about resorts, we talked about time of year, we talked about dining. The last part is going to be the parks. And now there's four main parks here. So you're going to have Magic Kingdom, Epcot, Hollywood Studios, and Animal Kingdom. Last but not least, Animal Kingdom is a very underrated park, which we're going to talk about shortly. But when it comes to Magic Kingdom, this is kind of the mecca of Walt Disney World. This is when we talk Walt Disney World, everybody or most people just directly envision themselves at Magic Kingdom. Now, Magic Kingdom is a great park for anybody. Kids of all ages, no kids, tons of kids, whatever the case is, Magic Kingdom is a great park to enjoy for at least 1, maybe 2 days. It has great dining, great shops, classic rides. It has some thrill rides, if you want to call them that, like Seven Doors Mine Train, Thunder Mountain, Space Mountain. So it has roller coasters. It has your classic rides, Small World, Peter Pan, Pirates of the Caribbean. And then it has great restaurants like Be Our Guest. It has Cinderella's Royal Table. Um, it has the Winnie the Pooh character dining experience, Crystal Palace, right? And then it has great shops. It has the Emporium, which is one of the best shops, at least in my opinion, on all of Walt Disney property. So if you're looking to do everything, Magic Kingdom would be your choice here. The other thing to consider when it comes to parks is, or the other part to consider, Epcot. So when we talk about Epcot, that's World Showcase. Those are going to be the countries, the pavilions that people talk about in case you're in conversations about Disney. Now, there are 11 pavilions, each of them offering different theming, different looks, different dining experiences, obviously options, snacks, quick service, table service options there. Then there's also rides at Epcot that are going to be classic rides that people love. Soarin', Ratatouille, Frozen Ever After, new rides like Guardians of the Galaxy. You're going to have Test Track, which is a car ride there. Dining experiences are going to include things like Space 220. So there are a ton of options at Epcot as well. But when you picture Epcot, picture World Showcase and picture some classic rides that are going to be there. And then also, which is underrated at Epcot, is going to be meeting princesses. So if that's something that's important to you and something you want to do, Epcot is actually a great park to meet princesses. So we talked Magic Kingdom, we talked Epcot. Next up, Hollywood Studios. Now, Hollywood Studios known for really two things. And people argue with me about this, but it's really known for two things here. It's known for Gardens of the, I'm sorry, it's known for, see, there's a mess up. Well, we're just going to keep going. It's known for Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, and that's going to be rides like Rise of the Resistance and Smuggler's Run. And then it's also known for Toy Story Land. Those are the two main areas of Hollywood Studios. Now, there are great dining options here. You have Hollywood Brown Derby, you have 50s Primetime Cafe, you have Sci-Fi. There are a ton of great dining options here, a ton of great snacks, character meet and greets, a lot of things that you can do. But if you're talking Hollywood Studios, those are really the two main areas of the two main parks that you want to focus in on. Last but not least is Animal Kingdom. Now, Animal Kingdom is exactly what it's at. It's going to be focused on animals. It's an educational park, is what I tell my clients, right? So when you go to Animal Kingdom, you have great rides. They have the Safari, they have Pandora, World of Avatar. There are great rides that you can do there. There are some unique dining experiences that are there. A place called Tusker House, which is a great character meet and greet. I mean, I'm sorry, great character dining experience. You have Flame Tree Barbecue, which is a great quick service restaurant. There is a lot to do at Animal Kingdom. It is going to be a park where it's a little less chaotic as far as running around. It's more educational. It is a great park to go and really enjoy, and the theming and the shows at Animal Kingdom. That's really, if you want to go there, that's what you're going to want to enjoy. So Magic Kingdom, Epcot, Hollywood Studios, and Animal Kingdom. Your four parks. So that's it. I mean, that's Walt Disney World as quickly as I can give it to you. It's under 15 minutes, but you want to, when you plan your magical vacation, time of year, the resorts, the dining, and the parks. Those four things. Now, we'll produce more videos later on going into detail about each one of these, but this is your beginner guide, right? This is going to be where you want to start off on planning a magical vacation. Thank you so much. If we miss anything, put it in the comment section below. Guys, we want to hear the comments. We want to know what we're doing right, know what you like, know what you don't like. But we appreciate everybody here. Make sure you like and subscribe, click the bell icon, and we cannot wait to connect with everybody here again. Thanks so much. Enjoy, and we'll see you real soon.